Goes in, joins the others, and immediately he does. The light goes on. They're racing, the first on Bolton Stakes Day. They're off, they're racing. Gentleman's Code was away well. Vino Miss It missed the step and is back second last as they complete 150, and back with it as well Fiery Spark. And now going forward is Call Nick with Painted Red. Call Nick fired right up there, going keenly, draws a length. Painted Red, a length and a half away, slipped the jab. Over on the inside, Gentleman's Code settles down, running about third now, pushing through. Off heels but stranded very wide, Our Girl Can Run. Over on the inside, next of all, is Ripper Rupert as they approach the 450. Playing free the centre, Fiery Spark right off the track. Why She Stayed, Vino Miss well back in the field, and Cora KO last as Painted Red goes up, hits the lead going by the 275. A length and a half, slipped the jab. Our Girl Can Run. Here comes Fiery Spark letting loose after them very quickly. Charging down the outskirts. Painted Red's the leader. Fiery Spark taking ground off it. Painted Red, Fiery Spark, they'll go to it. Painted Red kicked on the rail. Fiery Spark dived, made it very close, and Our Girl Can Run has finished third between them. It's a tight go, a photo result. Behind them, Why She Stayed. Vino Miss hit the line well after being slowly away. Then Cora KO. Further back, Call Nick. Slipped the jab, was next home. Followed back in the field by Playing Free, Ripper Rupert and Gentleman's Code as we wait for the numbers. And 7 has held on. 7, Painted Red, Tash Faithful, has held on to win the opening event for the day, landing very good bets. She was 9 into 6 and has only just won from Fiery Spark. Third, 10, Our Girl Can Run. 7, 1 and 10 are the numbers. 11, Vino Miss after being a bit slow to step back there in the field. They were certainly throwing up very, very significant clods of turf for the first for the day there. And the ground is soft 6, and that looks as though it might well be a genuine 6. 7, 1, 10 and 11, and it is a short half head by a half a length. The margins. Painted Red backs up on the 7 days from last weekend, a winning Rupert filly out of Fair Dew. She was a mare that was raced by a team at Amelia Park. Hayden Valentine prepares this filly. She was a $50,000 acquisition at the Perth Magic Millions. And she's done a very good job on a heavy 8 last weekend to back up today and get the job done from an awkward gate. 7, Painted Red clings on from Fiery Spark to attack the line hard. The son of Ole Kirk, Sean McGruddy, and in third placing, number 10, Our Girl Can Run. She just didn't quite clear the gates as well as Holly Watson would have liked. Found herself deep working, a long lead filly, and she's done a good job under the circumstances at her first run today, beaten only a half a length from the winner. So the time, they posted 59.97 there, and Vino Miss finishing on into 4th place. Was a bit tardy out of the gates as she was in the barrier trial. Found herself back there, copping a bit back in the field as well, with those big clods of turf that were flying back there, but she has certainly made very good headway late in the race. The second event today, Sean McGruddy's now onto 1 Timeless Gem with Brad Parnham indisposed, Dylan not riding today. The 1 scratching, 10 Magical Sequence from race number 2 as we head downstairs. And Lockie, that's a very good effort by this filly who ran last week in very heavy conditions, backed up 7 days on. They didn't forget to back her either.
Absolutely, Darren. Really well backed late in betting. At one stage, she was 9 into $4 favouritism. In the end, started around $5 or $6, but Painted Red, really tough on-speed performance. Never easy for a 2-year-old filly to back up off 7 days after her debut run, but that's exactly what Hayden Valentine has done with this filly. Hayden's just catching up with a few of the winning owners, and then he'll come join me for a word after Tash Faithful weighs in and catches up with Scotty. But a great way to start the day for Ballas and his owners, and it's been a great week for him and Tash.
It certainly has been. Tash Faithful, just one of the continual talking points that we have at the moment in the jockey ranks, continues to ride winners left, right and centre. We might even grab Tash first because I can see that Hayden Valentine's a little bit opposed to coming to chat to you there, Lockie. Might be a pre-Derby thing with only 8 days to go until that big clash. 7, 1, 10, 11. Tash joins us now. Tash, this filly, she definitely is a trier and she's definitely quick.
She is. She's super quick and she's super tough. You know, that one was coming at her late and she was sort of hitting towards empty, but she really toughed it out.
And may have run into a very nice one last week.
Yeah, absolutely, she did. And, you know, even today, the leader stopped very early and sort of left her a bit of a sit and duck. To her credit, yeah, she got the job done.
And off 7 days as well, so she's done a really good job.
Absolutely. Great training performance from Hayden. She's only little, and to get her, you know, to race on a heavy track, back up 7 days later and a win, big effort.
Well done.
Thank you.
There's Tash Faithful after the win of Painter Red. Hayden Ballantyne's just going to join the filly and Tash for a photo after winning the opener. As I said, a great week for the combination after combining with a winner earlier this week, and a Painter Red salutes in the opener here at Bunbury as Hayden joins me now. Hayden, congratulations on the win. Nice way to start the day, but what's the last 7 days look like for this filly?
Minimal, bit of beach, bit of just slow work, but she's fit and she's a tough little thing. So if she didn't pull up as well as what she did, I wouldn't have raced her, but she pulled up good and backed up, and luckily, Shooter dropped the whip and we got it.
Obviously, she has a tough constitution behind the scenes, but even in the race today, she was really tough late.
Yeah, she was, and she's got a serious motor, and that's her natural pattern, just jump and run. She's only a little thing, but she's a bit of a rocket. So I think the ladies have got another good one, so hopefully she can win a few more for them.
Yourself and Tash have both alluded to the fact that she's not overly big. With that in mind, do you keep her going while she's up and going as a 2-year-old?
Probably not. But to back her up again after a week off, probably a bit much. But give her a couple of weeks off. See how she's tomorrow. Probably give her a couple of weeks off, and maybe 1 or 2 more at Belmont.
A great way to round out what has been a wonderful week for you and Tash. Well done.
Very good. Thank you.
There's Hayden Ballantyne. He combines with Tash Faithful and Paint It Red to take out the first here at Bunbury. They join the club. Corporate membership plate. We'll take a short break, and on the other side, we'll be back for the first of 6 at Derby.